Hello and welcome back to my channel. I've pulled my crap together enough, I think, for the moment to be able to do the next Hot Topics video, which is a reading of Dayton, Ohio victims. Once again, I have my handy dandy older than dirt phone that I like to use as a tablet. I'm gonna try and read as many names as I can before I either burst into tears or lose my mind. So, yeah. Once again, we should remember the victims, not the shooter, and this is my attempt to do just that, where I focus on the victims and say screw the shooter. So, we have Megan Betts of 22. 22. She's barely of drinking age. It seems to defy believability that he would shoot his own sister. This was his sister. He would shoot his own sister, but it's hard to believe that he didn't recognize that it was his sister. We just don't know. So once again, this is a family that not only has to grapple with the fact that their child is a mass shooter, but they're also victims because they lost another child. So, I mean, they lost two children. And once again, I never really blame victims or shooters' parents because you make your own choices. So, okay, let's jump on to the next one. Dana, 22, of Bellbrook, said she was a friend of Megan Brett's when they were both high school students. We're still talking about his sister. She was wonderful. Gathered near the Brett's family home in Bellbrook on Sunday. She was different in a good way. That's why we all got along. I suppose she was very sweet and had her own opinions, and was loud and kind in a way that her brother was quiet and stayed more to himself. Derek Fudge, 57. Fudge's sister, I cannot pronounce that name. We're just going to go with Miss Southall because I can pronounce her last name. Miss Southall told ABC station that she saw her brother just hours before the shooting at a cookout on Sunday. I'm glad I got to see him in a fun, positive environment. I'm sad that we won't get to see him like that again, Miss Southall said. Southall said that her nephew and niece, who were with Fudge at the time of the shooting, escaped unharmed. They had to watch their uncle die. Why is it always like that? She said that her nephew and Fudge's fiance, it was her nephew, so it was his own parent. They had to watch their dad die. Oh, it's their dad. That makes it so much worse. She said that her nephew and Fudge's fiance were getting food at a taco truck when they first saw the shooter. Fudge allegedly was one of the first people shot in front of his kids. Lewis, 27, friend Andrea Camp told NBC News that Lewis was a mother of Lois. Lois. I'm bad at names and I'm bad at reading. Lois was a mother of two girls and was the type of person who would do anything to help others. She was real good to everybody, Camp said. She was really known throughout the city. She was real cool and laid back. Once again, we have two motherless children because Logan Turner, 30, my age. I can't imagine being dead at 30. Turner's mother spoke, calling him the world's best son. Everyone loved Logan. He was so happy, and he was a happy-go-lucky, she told a local newspaper. One of the women who tried to help Turner at the scene said that she was by his side when he took his last breath. It was me and a girl and a guy who took over. He did the chest compressions, said Holly Redmond, who helped at the scene because she is CPR certified. I let her hold the wound and I just breathed into his mouth. Bear with me, guys. I'm struggling through this because this is just senseless. It's completely senseless. I don't know why we don't focus on the victims, because if you focus on the victims, you can burst into fucking tears. And then I cursed again. I'm gonna give up not cursing on this channel. Okay, I just want his parents to know we did everything possible to save him, like everything Redmond said on Good Morning America. Yeah. Nicholas Cummer, 25. Andy Coulter, a news videographer, confirmed that his cousin's son, Nicholas Cummer, died in the shooting. Coulter said that Cummer graduated from Washington High School in 2001 and has since graduated from St. Francis University in Pennsylvania. Francis University put out a statement confirming that Comer had graduated from the school's undergraduate program and was a current graduate student master of cancer care program at the time of the shooting. I need to pause for a second. Hang on, guys. Okay, sorry. I'm struggling through this, but we're going to get through it. We join the nation in mourning Nicholas alongside the other victims of the tragedy. Our thoughts and prayers, stop giving thoughts and prayers, do something about it. Or with the family and friends at this most difficult time, the university president, F.R. Mucholny? I can't pronounce his last name and I don't really care. The letter notes that Comer was in Dayton for the summer working as an intern at Maple Tree Cancer Alliance. This was a kid who was studying to help cancer patients. Ended. Because some douche with a gun decided to be a douche with a gun. Thomas McNicholas, 25. And then we have Beatrice Warren Curtis, 36. Monica Brickhouse, 39. And I'm gonna stop here because I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna put links down below. I highly suggest you read about their lives. I highly suggest that you remember them and we think about their faces and their stories when we sit back and we do nothing about gun control, because stories like this are going to keep popping up and I'm going to have to keep reading off names to you. I want it to sink in. I want you to understand that this is not about the gunmen. This is not about thoughts and prayers. This is not about anything other than the victims, and we need to stop and think and realize that these people didn't deserve to die. They didn't deserve to get shot. They didn't deserve to be injured. Parents have lost their children, and children are now going to grow up without their parents between these two shootings, and it's on us as a country that is not doing anything about it. We need to do something. Basic gun control laws are important. But I'm going to rant about that later. This is about the victims, and I'm going to take a break, do something happy, and I will see you for the next story.